Alright guys, sorry about that. I was trying to make sure that it was recording. This is Conray with the Green Awoo, if you're following us from YouTube, because I'm going to be posting this up there, or, also known as Aegon's dad from Aegon First of His Name, the Facebook page. Okay, you're laying down? That's fine. I don't care if you're wet now. He just got a bath. He's behind me. I don't know if you guys can see him. There he is. There's Aegon. Yeah. He's tired. He had a bit of an adventure today. Which is part of the reason why I am shooting this video. Now, for those of you who know us, you know that I use a pinch collar, or what is commonly referred to as a prong collar. It's actually, they go by both names. This is ours. It's a nice 2.25 from Hermspringer. I'm gonna post a link up in their description, or up in the description, in case you guys would like to get one. These are like the top of the line, one of the best companies for pinch collars, and I highly recommend it if you can spend the $50 or whatever. This one does work for large breeds. You can see it has the tiny prongs. These are the smallest the prongs get, and it doesn't hurt the dog. See, I use this on myself all the time. See, all it does is just give a little reminder like, hey, listen. And they've been used for centuries. They get a really bad rap, but they're an awesome tool. Anyway, we use this, and they come with two different rings on them that you can use. There's the live ring, which is this one, which is how it actually, you know, does the corrections, and it's flat. You can see that it's flat. And then there is this one, what they call the dead ring, which doesn't utilize the prongs as much, but you can see that this is a round. It's like a standard, almost like a D-ring on a collar, rounded, so it has a little bit more mass. Anyway, so we use that when we're doing PA and when we're training, and a lot of people told me before, you know, I got into the prongs because I used to use gentle leaders all the time, that make sure that, you know, they're spaced the right way and whatever. And then there are some people who do this trick, and they put a carabiner on one of the rings for the prong, and then attach that to the collar, the regular flat collar, and that is, you know, how they use it. It keeps it spaced, apparently. I don't use it like that, but anybody who does use them with a carabiner, feel free to, you know, correct me right in the comments how that actually works, and correct me on that. But anyway, I have noticed, especially since I've had the Hermspringer, because the prong that I used before, the Good to Go, which is available from Petco, it's their brand of training collar. They also do a lot of different things, but it's a Petco brand. Had a rounded ring as the live ring, as well as the dead ring, but the Hermspringer doesn't. And what I've noticed is that if Aegon shakes, that his leash will suddenly come off. It's happened a couple of times before. It's happened here at home. It's happened in stores, and when it's happened in stores, you know, obviously I've noticed it enough to be able to, okay, before he noticed it, clip his leash back on. But I realized today, because we had a scare today, he actually got off when I went to go take him to pee before we came home. And I almost had a heart attack because we were on a busy street. Luckily, obviously, you know, he's over there. He's snoozing. Oh, he's not snoozing. He's side-eyeing me. He doesn't want me to film this, apparently. But he got off. It was a pretty busy street. We got him back. Got him home. and it was just insane. But if anyone, you know, we have the Hydra. This was not the leash that I was using, and I should have. This is made by what was formerly Geeky Gears. I believe it's Riverwood Canine. But I will be getting another one of these from them. They are switching over their latches, so it's not these slide latches, which are the most common type used for dog leashes. They're going to be going to a trigger leash because they noticed this problem too. I happen to be friends with the owner. She's the one who actually brought Aegon up to me and made a bunch of leashes for us. Obviously, we paid for them, but yeah, I lost my train of thought there. But anyway, so she noticed this because it happened with her dog too. And I'm going to show you what that is that's been happening, why they do that. And it won't happen, or it shouldn't happen, with other types of latches. And the reason that I brought up the carabiner thing is that people are like, it's a security measure. Well, if you're hooked into the prong collar, the live ring, and your dog shakes and these do this thing, it isn't going to help you if you don't have a double-headed leash like this. That is, you know, your security measure. And you can use these with any training collar and flat collar combination. I also use this with a halter, and it works amazingly. But with no further ado, I'm going to show you what the hell happens with this, and it's scary. If your dog doesn't have good recall, if you're still working on recall, if, you know, your dog just happens to get excited and see something, if you have like a sighthound type breed, I would recommend getting one of those, so your dog doesn't take off on you. Now, I'm going to use this one. This was an Aegon special. They developed this one for Aegon because he chews through leashes like crazy. Anyway, so you see, this is a rounded. This is his one of his regular collars, and you see how it has that rounded, so it has a lot of mass. So see, this is how this should work. You should not be able to, no matter what you do, pull this off. That's how these were designed. Okay, now watch, and this happens with every single one of my leashes that has one of these. I do have a combat leash that I haven't tested this on, and it has a different type of latch. I might just go get that for this video so we can see how that does. But here's the live ring. Here's the dead ring. And obviously, if you use both the live and the dead ring, which you can do, it's just not recommended during training, or if you want to give good correction. It's a different way of correcting. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but you can use both of them at the same time, and that would probably, you know, get rid of this problem too. But you see, no matter what you do, it should not get that to release. Now, this is what the live ring does for any one of these slide latches. Put it in there, put it like that, and so. It's not going to do it now because I want it to, but I was doing this before, and it did it with like every single, there you go, see? And that didn't take much. Now what happens is that this, because these move, these wiggle around a little bit, if this wiggles back enough, that live ring catches. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it catches. And I'm doing this purposefully so you can see it. So catches on that, and you can pull it back. Yeah, I bet someone saw that. You can pull this back. Just because I want to do this, it's not going to let me. Catches Anyway, I'm gonna do it on a different one. For some reason, that's not working. Let's get the Hydra out. So, like so. Turn this around. See? See? Let's see. If I can do this so you guys can see it. And obviously I'm trying to hold it so it'll do it, but it did it automatically. See, caught? It's not doing it the right way, but see? Yeah. Because it's over just that much that this little thing catches. It's not gonna do it now. But there we go. And it doesn't want it not on camera. It doesn't want me to tell the secret. So hold on, I'm gonna go get the other leash, the combat leash, which I got. It's from One Tigress, and that has a different clasp. So hold on just a second. So this is the type of clasp that the One Tigress has, and yet there's not going to be any way that that'll come out of there. I don't use this leash a lot because it's so short. I might start using it again now, but it's bungee, and it's only about 3 or 4 feet. It extends to 4, I think. I think it's 3. 2 or 3. Anyway, so let's see. Just put this in here. And yeah, that's not gonna see if that's how that's supposed to work. So if you're out there, you know, looking for a leash for your service dog, or looking for a leash for your dog that can be flighty, does shake a lot, anything like that, I'd highly recommend looking for something like this, or that's more of like a push type of trigger. Like, and this is going to be a really bad example because these are keychains that I have. Oh, sorry for the armpit shot, guys. But anything like this, push in, anything that's like carabiner-like, I recommend trying to find a leash that is like that, just because some people are starting to notice that the slide latches are doing that, and you can potentially lose your dog, and I don't want that to happen to anybody. So that's that, and we will leave you now with a shot of Aegon, who should be resting peacefully. Yeah, he's sleepy. He got bath. Oh, he's not sleeping. He's awake. You can't see his eyes though. Anyway, so from us to you, we will see you next time. And remember, love, peace, and oh.